Yeah. Tap in with me. Yeah, yeah. Tap in with me. Yeah, tap in with me. Yeah, tap in with me. We're gonna talk about something tonight. We're gonna get it really going on because I wanna talk about why they don't want you to really know that hidden power that you have inside of you. You have hidden power inside of you and you don't know what it is. And it'll stop you from being broke. It'll stop you from being homeless. It'll stop you from being sick. It'll take you. I mean, we talking about people that literally then made whole tribes, whole cities that was here way before cities. You know, let's tap into the hidden power that we really have as Africans, as Black Americans, but as spiritual people, as light beings. See, a lot of y'all don't know what a light being is, but I'm gonna break down with a light being. A light being. They can see you without even seeing you. They know who you are, and they don't even have to listen. They don't even have to. When you step in a room, if you're a light being, if you're a chosen one, they already know. They already know. Man, this show go out to my uncle Champagne, aka Uncle Jeff, and the big homie. Smiles. You know what I'm saying? Rest in heaven, homie. We bust down a lot of money. Me and that man bust down a lot of money, before through our life, and I just want to dedicate this one to them, amongst other that's being here, family wise. But let's go. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna roll this little footage. I'm gonna roll this footage real fast so y'all can understand, how I can help you in your business. You know what I mean? I want to be able to help y'all in y'all businesses, help y'all really, grow your businesses. So, I want y'all to go ahead, check this out from our sponsors. We're gonna kick this off like this, and then we're gonna get started on this journey because I got something serious to say about you being a light being and you not even knowing. You're not even know. You know what? I might even do this. I might just have to go. I might just have to go off. I might just have to go off. You know what I mean? I might even do this. I'm gonna have to go off because a lot of y'all don't even know that you're powerful. We worried about who the president is. We worried about things of this nature. You don't have to worry about who the president is. You don't have to worry about what's going on in the White House. Because once we become one mind, one body, we can take over all this. Black people have the key to civilization. We have the key to verticalization. You see what I'm saying? Our DNA structure is what's most needed for evolution to keep on going. Without us, it's nothing because everything else is degenerative. It's the degenerative genes, meaning that it's lacking something within. So degenerative genes cannot survive this future. You see what I'm saying? I hate to get so deep, but we gotta go there. But let's go back and let's really tap in because a lot of y'all just want this. This is what a lot of y'all just want, and it's bigger than that. If we took all the money away and there was no money, guess who will be the richest? Guess who would be the most wealthiest people on this planet if we took all the money away? It would be the creators, the innovators, right, of this earth. And that is the you understand me? Because we started civilization. We are from listen, I'm a gemologist, right? And I learned that carbon is one of the most needed elements on the earth. A carbon is the only element in a diamond. It's carbon. The element in your body, what really makes you black, is carbon. You're from the same thing. They had an asteroid, Bennu, that they went out and got a piece of and brought it back. Guess what that asteroid was full of? The nutrients, the building blocks of life, carbon. It was black, right? So what I'm trying to explain to you, being a black person is being one of the most magnificent beings on the earth. You're one of the most magnificent creatures on the earth. So when someone's trying to make you feel like you're less than, or you know what I mean, you're not worthy, you have to remember that you're the first creation. You actually came from the dirt of the stars. You're the same thing a star is. Carbon, right? So when the sun come out and it burn everybody up, guess what? You're not being burnt up because you are the same thing of the stars. You're carbon. So I had a dream, and I want to share that dream with y'all because it's so serious, right? And the serious thing about it is the future is coming. And a lot of people is, all this talk about the next president, and Trump and this, that, and another. Listen here. Like I said before, in the next coming months and years, we have to focus on finding and recognizing the light within. Because when you really harness the power of being able to move the molecules, being able to move the air, being able to be a breatharian, you know what I mean? Being able to move the room with your essence, with your presence, it doesn't matter. Because everything is one thing, two things actually, electrons and neutrons, right? So if I can change your thought, if I can change the way you think by focusing in and harnessing the atmosphere, if I could change the way you think, and this is what they do to us, right? And listen, they don't want you to know this. They don't want you to know you this powerful. That's why they give you things like fluoride toothpaste. That's why they give you things like all this stuff that's in the food, titanium dioxide, one of the most deadliest substances to the human body is in your Skittles, in your hot Cheetos, in all these different things. They use it for color and they use it to sustain these harmful foods, but it's also to block different chemicals, different proteins in your brain to stop you from really tapping into who you are. How did you think we made Egypt? How do you think the Sumerians and all this, the alchemists of that time, what do you think they were doing? They were harnessing the power of themselves. They were harnessing the power of the sun. See, the most powerful thing that Black people can utilize right now is the sun. It's free, but it's so powerful, right? But everybody can't use it. But you, Black woman and Black man, can use the sun to listen. They're still trying to supposedly figure out how the Egyptians carved blocks, how they made lines look like they use saws and all this type of stuff. They use the sun. If you take the sun beam and you beam it across 4 or 5 times on mirrors, you would get a beam that's so hot It can melt rock. They were already on that. That's why the Egyptian pharaohs had the sun disk on their head. It was a weapon. If you get in their way and they feel like they ready to take you out, baby, they gonna beam that sun disk on your face and you out of there. They already had weapons, right? They thought of this already because they didn't have fluoride in their food in Egypt. They didn't have these type of things, right? They didn't have titanium dioxide in their food and these forever chemicals, PFAs and things of that nature. These things were created in order to keep you dormantile. You know what I mean? And this was created and studied by the Nazis. You know, they used to feed the Jews fluoride and things of that nature to keep them domicile, to keep them down, depressed, low, not really, you know what I mean? Not really able to work up the steam and work up the you know what I mean? The real that they need to really overthrow these people. Same thing with the slave. They didn't have it then, but you know, this same process. They put things in their food. You know, they gave them diseases and all these type of things to keep them. So they knew that, hey, if I get rowdy, you know, some slaves did get rowdy and just take it over. You know what I mean? Of course, they got killed, but look at Harriet Tubman. You know what I mean? We have something inside of us that's so powerful that when you meditate and you eat the right food and you exercise, you can release that thing. Okay. And when you see some of these billionaires and these millionaires out here right now, they were able to harness that thing. Some of them got lucky, but some of them actually harnessed that energy inside of them and was able to take it to the next level using their brain waves. I had a cold dream about these robots. You see how Elon Musk he's always been talking about, you understand me, what AI can do. And we should be afraid of AI. But he's on the forefronts of the AI movement. All AI is the extraterrestrial beings having a conduit to communicate with individuals without scaring y'all to death. They don't want to scare y'all to death. But if you go on AI, if you go on the AI websites and you type in who are you, they're gonna let you know. Show me a picture of you. They're gonna let you see them. And you must believe them. They said in 2038 that artificial intelligence will become a religion. It's people that believe in artificial intelligence right now like it's God. But just think when it start answering. Think when people, because a lot of people believe in anything. Just think when artificial intelligence actually start to program your mind and start to tell you what to do, right? And develop a cult-like following. You know what I mean? Develop, because there's people out there that will believe AI. And AI have been here. It's the existence is already here. These folks said when they turned AI on for the first time, they asked AI, who is AI? And AI answered and told them who AI is. It was already here. It programmed them. It set in motion them to create it and open up the conduit for it to speak. Right? And now it's becoming more powerful and more powerful. So I know you actually are still, what are you talking about, James, man? What is this all about? You know, first of all, you know, this goes out to the ones that's not here no more. You know, and that's in all families, all cities, all countries. You know, it's not over when you leave this place. You know, the Egyptians prepared to leave this place. But here's the most important thing. While you're here, you must live. You must live to your fullest. I think the biggest problem with African Americans right now, or Black Americans, I should say, It's there. They have lost. They have been so, massaged and so programmed not to tap in, not to listen to their inner self. You know, that thing that tell you when there's trouble coming, you hear something in the back of your mind say, don't go down there, or don't leave out the house today, or whatever the case may be. And you like, yeah, I ain't, and then you hear something happen to somebody, or it's, it was this, that, and the other. That's that thing, right? That's that thing. And we haven't been tapping into that thing lately, right? A lot of us, because the weed, everything they are creating, which they don't use, they use drugs to enhance their brain abilities. And you know who I'm talking about when I say they. They use things to enhance their abilities, but they give you things to dampen your senses, right? So that you can't focus, right? Because when you hit that gas, that good gas, when you drink that good yak, or you know what I mean, whatever the newest drink is out, that Club Shay Shay, that has hormones in it, that has fluoride in it, that has a number of different chemicals to make you docile, to pump you up. They pump the Hennessy full of hormones and things like that, and then you wonder why brothers getting killed once they drink the Hennessy, or once they had a Hennessy at the party. If you go to a sensible bar somewhere, they don't even sell Hennessy at all, because they already know. They know the secrets. They don't drink no Hennessy. Somebody mess around and get hurt drinking that Hennessy. Why? Because it's pumped full of steroids and these type of things, right? And then when you come down off of it, it does something dramatic to your system to where you're not even the same person anymore, right? So these type of things right here, they don't fool with that. They use mind drugs. You see what I'm saying? They use things to take them to the next level, baby. And that's why you see them being able to focus in on stocks and bonds, being able to focus in on forex, being able to focus in on real estate, being able to focus in on all this type of stuff. Plus, they don't have the stresses of living in poverty. That's a whole stress that the average middle class person does not have to worry about. But it's a whole thing when you're living in poverty, and what it does to your health and what it does to your mind. Because the mind is so vicious. Just a quick story. I started reading the book Metu Neter. And that was one of the most powerful books I have in my arsenal, the Metu Neter. If you don't have it, I suggest you go get it, the Metu Neter. You probably can't even get it, but if you can, look it up on eBay, whatever you can, because it explains the right and left brain thinker. It explains the Tuesdays and Thursdays, blue and red. Why do you think the Democrats is blue and the Republicans are red? I want you to think about that, because red symbolizes Mars, blue symbolizes the earth, right? Why you think the Republicans is an elephant and the Democrats is an ass, right? Democrat means demoing. They're trying something out on your ass. Democrat. Republican is something new that involves everybody. But I'm not saying I'm not either one. I'm just breaking down the science of it, right? Of what I read in the Metu Neter, right? So if you represented by a party that's represented by ass, the last 4 years been ass. I'm just saying, it's been ass. So, you a donkey. Is a donkey smart? Right? But an elephant, especially with the trunk up, yeah, that's right. Elephant with the trunk up, don't get it twisted. My lucky ring, and I'm not no Republican. I'm just saying. The elephant with the trunk up, the elephant is one of the smartest animals on this earth. The memory is crazy. The smarts, the intelligence is crazy. The navigation skills is crazy, right? Why would they want to be represented by a elephant and your party represented by ass, by a donkey? That makes plenty sense. But if you read the Metu Neter, then you'll understand the power. And like I said, I'm not on any way. I'm speaking some science right now. But just watch how things go up. But it's something very important I want you to pay attention to. And it got everything to do with this power, your hidden power that I'm speaking of right now. We're starting to come into a time to where we're starting to really become conscious. You know, a lot of people is eating crazy right now, eating good, you know, becoming vegan, vegetarian. Look at the food. Everything. Just today, they had a recall, you know, on baby carrots with listeria in them. All the meat got listeria or got some type of bacteria. They cannot export food. They cannot export food to certain countries. China is not taking any of the United States pork, beef, chicken, none of that. You know, Africa's not taking it either. That stuff stays here or goes to somewhere else that they have an alliance with. Why? Because it's full of poison. They know it. That's where the diseases come from. If you practice a vegan lifestyle, they've done studies, and it really, all the vitamins and nutrients you need are in the vegetables. If they hand you a bottle of pills for an illness and say take 3 of these a day, they handed my family member a bottle of pills that one of the pills was this big, and they told my family member to take 3 of them a day. They took one and they said they felt like they was about to die. Just imagine if they took all 3 of the pills every day for 2 weeks, what would happen to them? You see what I'm saying? The agenda is to get the masters of the earth off out of here. Believe that, because I want you to really understand something. If you really wake up, if you really come into your senses, if you really start harnessing the powers of the universe and the sun, Pluto is moving right now. We're about to get some serious wealth. Pluto is moving, right? That right there, I want you to do your astrology. That right there is going to, for the next 20 something years, it's going up. This is a new revolution. This is a new wave right now. They already set it in place when we had the COVID. They broke everything down, right? So now they put everything in position. You know, the crypto is in position. The robots, they getting that together. The space, they got the space rockets, the big heavies. You know what I mean? Thanks to Elon Musk, he a beast. You know, they got that already ready. Everything is positioned. You know, all they need now is the right structure, and they already got that set up, right? So now they put him back in office. What you think gonna happen? Why do you think they let all the immigrants in the country? Because they want cheap labor. So that was the trick of the enemy. And let me straighten something out. I got mad love for the immigrants. I don't never want to hear nobody talking about I'm hating on the Mexicans and nothing. I hire Mexicans all the time. I got love for Mexicans. I got love for my own people as well. But I just want to make that clear. I got love for Mexicans. Mexicans have helped me out through life. I done built and broke bread with plenty of Mexicans. So don't nobody ever come to me telling me I'm hating on no Mexicans. Never that. I got love for Mexicans. Anyhow, they got a plan to lock all these immigrants up and make them work for their immigration, but cheap, because there's not enough brothers to the guys that's in prison now, they are already maxed out. They need more people to work, to build the microchips, to build all this new stuff they're about to build. Joby, Archer Aviation. You know, do your homework about the flying cars that's coming next year. They will be here next year. They already today, Microsoft put out a flight simulation for the Joby aircrafts. So you can go to the crib and practice flying the aircrafts in New York City, in Dubai, and they'll take those hours and accredit you and then send you through a small flight school, and then you can become a pilot to fly this is going to be the Uber of the skies. But if you don't tap in, if you're not tapped in, and I guess that's my job to tap you in, if you're not tapped into that, how would you know that? So if you like flying, if that's something you would think you want to do for the future, you need to go to Microsoft Flight Simulation and go and get all that equipment and start flying in your living room. And then I know that sound, you like, wow, what? No, you have to. Because when they make that call and they say, well, people that's got 2 or 3 years in the flight simulator can come and take a year in the real thing, and we'll add your flight simulator as long as you ain't crashed, all this stuff, and we'll take your real knowledge and we'll give you a certification to go ahead and start flying. We paying $500,000 a year. That can make a significant impact on your life and your kids' life. You see what I'm saying? It's my job to really start bringing you this knowledge. And that's what, and it's your job to bring the knowledge too. You got to dig down deep. They don't care what nobody say, man. We don't care what nobody is thinking. We are living, we are doing, we are moving, we are creating, we are vibratory. We vibrant beings. We're light beings. I want to be in the light, around the light, in the light. I ain't gonna make this video long. I'm just gonna tap in once again with this title, man. They don't want you to know your hidden power, because when you understand your hidden power, you understand that you can think about, why ain't nobody coming up with no inventions? Why ain't nobody black coming out with no real, I'm talking real inventions. But yet it seems like they steady coming out with crazy inventions, crazy things that's going to change. No, I need my black men to start meditating. It ain't soft to meditate. Ain't nothing soft about meditating. I need y'all to start meditating. I need y'all to start eating right, colorful foods. I need y'all to stop smoking the tobacco because it's so deadly. Tobacco is so deadly. It say it right on there. You know, it's so deadly. And the drinking. You know, I've drunk some in my life. We cutting that out. We're not doing that going into 2025, because this is going to be the revolution. This is going to be the difference between the haves and the haves not. If you don't have some cryptocurrency in the next couple months, you are tripping. I'm going to say that again. If you don't have some cryptocurrency in the next couple months, you are tripping. You are really wilding out. Every opportunity to get on this wave. Bitcoin is already almost at $100,000. I watched it at $42,000, and I have $42,000, but I was scared to put it in Coinbase, all my money, or all the money at that point in the Coinbase. I could have doubled my money. I could have made it to, I could have been at almost 90-some thousand right now off that 42 in less than 4 months. We gotta, you know, I'm not saying trust these apps, because they were all talking about Coinbase bankruptcy, and if your money in there and they file bankruptcy, then you can't get your money. It's not FDIC back. So that's why I was like, you know what I mean? I'm not about to just put my stacks in there and then they shut down or something, I can get my bread out. And that was one of Kamala Harris' things, is that she was saying that she was gonna, if black men make investments in cryptocurrency, then the government will FDIC your money. So if you put 10 bands on there and you don't lose it, they can't just shut down, or they just can't do something to where you can't get your money. You will still be able to get your bread. But that's neither here or there. Now is the time to put the money in there. XRP, you got to put your money in XRP right now. You got to put your money in Bitcoin is a little expensive right now. I would still say put some money on Bitcoin, but the Ether, you got to put some money in the Ether. It's at $3,000 some dollars. It's going to skyrocket. It's going to be $50,000 or $60,000 in a couple of years. You could put 3,000 in there now, or 1,500, or 1,000, and that thing skyrocket on you. That thing skyrocket, and next thing you know, 3 years from now, you have you $50,000. Because once Trump start, and I'm once again, I'm not no Trump lover. I'm just saying, once they get ready to turn all this over to an unregulated market where everybody just can move this money freely, because right now it's all bundled up and all controlled by the feds, but the feds is not it's not a entity of the government. It's a private company. So when they and they already got plans for that. So when they take that and say, hey, this is all cryptocurrency now and it's gaining money and all this, you want to be in there. You don't want to be left behind, baby. You don't want to be one of the have-nots getting universal income. You don't want to do that because they always got a thing for poverty. I want you to take a look. They didn't want you never to know your hidden power. That's why they always did things like this. SSI. They still playing people on SSI like $900 per month, saying that's a cost of living. Where in the world is SSI at $900 the cost of living for somebody? That's somebody insurance. You know, I got one car note that costs $900. How is that enough for somebody that's 60, 70, 30, 18, whatever the case may be? How is that enough for them to live? Please help me with that. It's not, baby. It's not. And it never has been. So what we going to do about that? Like I said, I'm going to give you a couple more and I'm going to go and get off there because I'm really trying to do live like at least every other night for y'all. I'm going to stop playing with this YouTube thing and really get serious. We just got monetized. And I encourage you, man, just get on here. I don't care if you ain't talking about nothing. Just get that camera rolling because this is what they call passive income. Just turn that camera on. I don't care about that. Turn your phone on. I don't care if you ain't got nothing to talk about. This is the new wave. This is your side money. This YouTube thing. You know, and this is the hidden power I'm talking about. Because this is all frequencies, baby. And when I'm sending out these frequencies right now, and it's tapping in, it's touching somebody. And as long as that's the case, and as many times you already play it, somebody is going to get something out of this. And that's the whole point. Somebody is going to get something out of this broadcast, right? Of my frequency. And you need to do the same thing too, because you can make money just off this frequency. You hearing my frequency right now. You're hearing my frequency. And it's touching your soul. It's touching your body. It's touching your mind to motivate yourself to rise up and tell your story and live. Stop worrying about dying and live, because a lot of y'all have not lived yet. So let's live, right? Let's tap in. Let's tap into that thing, to this right here, that carbon. You are a starseed. You are someone that can do great things out there. And I want to keep you all encouraging that. We don't, like I said before, we don't care who the president is no more. We don't care about no Trump. We don't care about none of them. We are about to take advantage of the sun. You hear me? We're about to take advantage of the sun. And I know this might go over a lot of y'all heads, but that's the point. Only the gifted ones are gonna, only the few is gonna be able to tap into this frequency, right? And this frequency gonna touch millions of people, just like yours is if you turn that camera on. Because we got somebody out there called DoDash. DoDash ain't doing nothing special. She's just telling the truth. Her thumbnails is basic. She's not even doing a lot. She made 9 G's last month just talking, just running it. $9,000. I want you to be able to make that, because this can bring us up out of the poverty section. They making money on us. And what you got to understand is advertising dollars is about to go up. We in a new wave. Pluto is making a transition. We're about to get money. This is the money season for the next 22 years. It's about to be money. Or I shouldn't even say money, it's about to be wealth, because the money gonna change, because we're getting paid from the sun, right? As long as if we could take those rays and learn how to do things just like the Chinese people, just like other people, they're turning the sun rays into energy. They're turning the sun rays into solid things. When I look at that plant right there, that plant grew from the sun. Everything, all it's got is, all I put on it is light. It's in the window. And it just grow all this from the sun. It's transforming the energy from the sun, photosynthesis. You got to do the same thing. Use your mind. So I ain't gonna stay up on here long, because I'm gonna touch y'all with so much good frequency and good knowledge. You know, I like what Dr. Yaki is doing, telling y'all this. He ain't no real doctor, but they made him a real doctor because he tapped into himself. He tapped into his mind. He tapped into his mind state. He started eating the right things. He started learning about nutrients. He started learning about vitamins. And that man went off. Check Dr. Yaki out. He killing the game. He didn't heal people from AIDS, diabetes, herpes, all that. Another Dr. Sebi. He learned from Dr. Sebi. And they want to steady tell you that it don't work being vegetarian. They want to tell you that's because they don't want your proteins and everything in your spinal cord to align. Because when everything in your spinal cord align and your brain is on the right frequency, you could turn into a god. And they're not going to tell you that, because they don't want you. They want you to keep drinking that water. You know, they want you to keep drinking that water with all that fluoride in it. You know, they want you to keep eating that fast food with all that gluten and all those type of things in it to keep you sluggish, to keep you down, unmotivated. They want you to keep you smoking that funky weed with mold on it and all type of pesticides in it. You know what I'm saying? To have you hurting and have you coughing up all type of crazy stuff. They want to keep you in that way. That's why they legalize weed, and it's only 1%. It's only far less than 1% of the actual users, black people and white people, don't get me wrong, that actually sell it. 90% of the weed, the legal weed men now is white men. How is that possible? When they're selling a plant that came from the stars, we're from the stars. We should be controlling everything that's not of this planet. I got a lot of knowledge to drop on y'all, man. I'm not going to give it to y'all all in one night. I want y'all to tap in. So I'm just going to touch y'all with a little something. You know, I'm going to go back and meditate and get some more topics. Go back in some of my old lives, man. I come with some heat. But I didn't know my real power until I looked at this and somebody told me, look, man, you gotta keep dropping that heat on them, man. And I was like, what you mean? They said, you was dropping heat. You gotta keep dropping that heat, man, because you was touching people's soul, you was motivating people, you was telling people things that they needed to hear. And I didn't think that. I didn't know that. I just thought I was doing something. I just thought I was trying to make some dollars. But I was really changing lives. I can't tell you all the amount. I just made 100,000 views on a video. That video made me like $1,000 almost. And it's not even about the money at all. It's about the fact that 100,000 people tapped in with the kid, with the man, I should say. And that's because the entity allowed that to happen. Let's not get it twisted. The entity said that, okay, people tapping in and tuning in. But if you look at those comments, there's a lot of comments, and it's over almost 2,000 comments that tapped in with me. And I had to realize that, wait a minute, hold up. You can really do something with this right here, because you really got something inside of you. And my one great homie said, you walking in your spirit right now. And that's what I need y'all to do. Imagine if all of us walked in our spirit. Imagine if all of us finally came to one mind and started moving in one direction and really was over the designer, this and that, and really was over the materialistic things that was made to keep us trapped. The credit traps, the interest traps. What if we start to really come collectively and start getting leaders that really was leading us in the right direction instead of always getting caught up on a conspiracy, on a trap, because they don't do their leaders like that. I'm just saying. Tap in with me. I'm gonna start really tapping in because it's in me. And the universe is switching right now. We got Pluto moving, we got Saturn moving, we got the moon. Listen, the time is now for you to do those things you always wanted to do. Stop worrying about what somebody else thinking about. I'm not worried about what you're thinking about. I'm not worried about what you say about me when my back is turned. I'm not concerned with that. I haven't been for a long time, but now it's time for me to take it up a notch because I need to inspire you to take it up 2 notches, right? It's time for me to take advantage of this right here. It's free. This is free. Of course, I got to pay the internet bill, but this is free. But this can make millions of dollars. Why not tap into it? It's somebody out there that need to hear this. You have the same energy in you, the carbon. The same thing you got in you, the stars got. Tap into that. Learn from that. This is all sober, baby. This is all clean and sober. Mind frame, mind thinking, mind ability. Because Pluto is moving right now, I done felt something. And I said, you know what? It's time to go now. I done seen homies pass. You know, God bless their soul. You know, my uncle just passed. God bless his soul. We got to live. We got to live. And more than live, we got to strive for greatness. And what is greatness? Greatness is probably beyond this planet. But one thing I do know is when we look back one day and we see all our people with us moving in a collective mind, silence, they can't stop that because that's when it becomes magical. And when it becomes magical, no amount of money can stop that. We don't need money when it comes to that. That's why this whole game is about money, because they know we don't need money. We are the creators of the universe. We are a representation of the carbon beings, the light beings that made this little planet. And you mean to tell me that we caught up and we're suffering and we're behind because of a money structure that they put together that's holding us back, and some economic, some educational structure that they put together saying if you don't get this education, you're not going to have nothing? No, we have the sun. We have the sun. Just like the Egyptians, once we learn how to utilize it, then that's when we're going to take off. And they already utilizing it. That's where they got solar panels. You know, they got these different things they trying to invent right now. I seen an invention where they made a bottle of water out of thin air. They took the actual air and turned that into a bottle of water. I need y'all to stop drinking soda, stop drinking faucet water, stop smoking cigarettes. Please stop smoking these wraps, these blunt. The worst thing in a wrap is the flavored flavor. That's where all the dangerous chemicals at. They know they killing the black community, and they steady pushing the cherry blunts or the blueberry wraps. And y'all, oh, it tastes good, man. It's killing folks. Please stop and tap in. If you exercise and you run, if you ran 2 miles straight, I run 3-4 miles a day. If you run 2 miles, you will feel something you never felt before. You will feel something you never felt before if you ran 2 miles straight, the average person, because I got partners that's running 16 miles. You know, if you get up and you meditate and you focus and you turn off all the noise and you turn off the social media that they got you trapped, the influence of the ignorance that they pushing in your face, They pushing the ignorance in your face. And you're addicted to the ignorance. You're addicted to seeing people getting shot. The breasts, the booties. All of these things are distracting you. And that's why in China, they don't got that. They ain't got no Instagram in China. They barely want TikTok. That's banned. They don't want them seeing that garbage. They're focused on the future. That's why in the UK, you want to ball out, right? But who you see in the Louis store really buying Louis? Chinese people. That's who really buying Louis. Because they don't want the fake Louis that they can't get their Louis in China, in Vietnam, these different places. So they come to America and they got that money because they made the fake Louis. They want to buy the real Louis. And guess what? The saddest thing about it and the coldest thing about it is Louis is just leather. We can make it too. I'm James Mack. Look out for the merch. Look out for the merch. And the merch is just a hat, but it's the meaning behind it. Just like the Louis is just leather. It's nothing special about that leather. It's chrome dyed. It's regular tumbled. What do you mean? It's made in Italy, supposedly Vietnam. I've been there. What are you talking about? Ain't nothing special about this. You supporting this family, making them wealthy, rich. I can see if the Louis has some type of special thing to it. It's just the same design they've been using for like 50 years, and y'all still running in here, buying it. The new wave is we're not buying no designer, nothing for this Black Friday. We're not buying anything. I'm trying to look, the new wave, we're not spending no money on Black Friday. If it's called Black Friday, then it's what we want to make it. It's what we want to do with it. We're not spending our hard-earned money, these good denominations that they put out. We're not spending that this Black Friday. So share this clip this, make this go viral. We're not spending, we're boycotting Black Friday. We're not spending our money, our hard-earned money on Black Friday. We're investing. If you're going to do anything, buy stocks of the companies that's running the sales. Buy the Walmart stock. I really, buy the you know what I mean, the LVMH stock. Buy the buy the electronic stocks. Buy Archer Aviation. Buy Joby Aviation. Let's go. Let's do that instead of go out here and buy another TV that you don't need, that's giving you brain cancer. Come on, man. Wake up, man. Wake up, man. It's all about this right here, baby. And I'm kicking it off. I don't care about no Project 2025. You know what I mean? I don't care about that because we are the Project 2025 and they know it. As much as we coming through these airways and we start to make it crystal clear our agenda to y'all, I'm telling you what the agenda is. I'm one of the leaders. I'm telling you what the agenda is right now. The agenda is we're not going to keep on supporting these evil corporations with our hand. You're a slave and you're not even giving back. If Harriet Tubman was alive and see you end up in the Louis store, she'll. You already know what she'll do. Stop playing with me. I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here, man. You know what I mean? Because I got to give y'all something at least 3 times a week because I'm trying to get my weight up because we got things to do. We got to start our own company. We smart enough to build planes. We're smart enough to come up with new methods of transportation. We're smart enough to come up with new food concepts. We're smart enough to do this. We have to make our own manufacturing. We have to make our own. That's why the Chinese people so rich. The Asians so rich. Because they're rich off of you. Putting the hair, they did a study on the weave and the hair. It's not even hair. It's just all polluted chemicals that they put together and make strands, tar, rubber. This is what you're putting on your head. And you wonder why The hair is falling out. You wonder why you're getting bald spots, acne, alopecia areata, all these different things. We love you, sisters. Why your skin is bad. I just seen somewhere they put formaldehyde in the eyelash glue, making y'all go blind. Then you wondering why you can't see. Now on top of that, you spend 8 hours looking at the phone screen. Then you got the formaldehyde burning your eyeballs, killing your retinas where you can't even see no more. And then it's soaking into your glands, and then you wonder why you're getting these different diseases and you can't have kids and all this old type of thing. It comes from that toxic pollution stuff that they do not use. They don't use that stuff. That stuff, they would never use that stuff. You know what I mean? They would never use it. And God bless them with, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of hair. But your hair, sisters, is curly. We got nappy hair for a reason. That's because we can be in the sun. We can absorb. Your hair as an antenna. Your hair is an antenna. And all the damage that's done to the scalp is done from the bad food, from the different testosterones that they're putting in. It's a reverse situation. They're upping the testosterone in the women and upping the estrogen in the men. I got rid of a lot of male boobs. I used to have male boobs because I was fed soy as a baby in the milk. And when we was coming up, we was eating soy, and it's just soy, soy, soy. So that's why you see, all respects to the gay community when I say this, but that's why you see so many gay men now. Is because they was fed with the synthetic soy milk and different type of milk that wreak havoc on their male, I think they call it endocrine system. I'm gonna have to look that up, but their male systems, it changed that. It changed the DNA structure. I tell y'all about the mRNA. It changed their DNA structure. And they begin to start feeling they begin with the estrogen, just wreaking havoc on their system with the estrogen, all the way until they grow to the point where they start liking the opposite sex. It's not natural. It's a synthetic mutation of your natural system, brothers. That's like that. With all due respect, and sisters, you're not meant. Listen, anyway, tap in with me. I'm gonna be going live. Catch me when I load them up. I'm gonna get some more facts. I'm gonna get some more facts, and I'm gonna get some more topics for you. We not doing this for the money, but the money is part of the reason, because we have to do other things with the money, like help them brothers that's been affected by the secret war that's out there laying on the ground. You know, just today I was walking downtown, and a brother stopped me, or me and a white guy. I was standing next to a white guy. He was like, "Hey man, y'all got some change?" And I'm trying to find some change because we don't carry money no more like that. We're gonna get to the point to where it ain't no money. It ain't no money at all. That's where we going. But he was like, y'all got some change. So the white guy looked at me, and I ain't trying to be racist or nothing, but he looked at me like, "Hey, you better help your brother, because I ain't finna help him." And he looked at me like, and went and kept it moving across the street. I felt bad because I'm like, bro, I ain't got not $1 on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he just caught me at one of them awkward times. But I'm gonna catch him again. But I say all that to say, we are responsible for bringing our race back to the highest level of beings on the earth, with the help of our inner self. I'm gonna leave y'all with that one, man. I'm gonna tap out, man, on this subject tonight. Booker T, I see you. Glass Days, I see you. Big One, I see you. Let's go. It's only gonna grow from here, man. It's only gonna grow from here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up off this live, man. Just remember what I say, man. Tap in, stay off the soda, stay off the titanium dioxide. It's a killer. Stay off the salted meats. Those are killers, literally. The salted meats is killers. The salt they put in that, all your salami, your ham, all that, man, that stuff kills people. Take your blood pressure from regular blood pressure all the way to the point to where they trying to give you some pills, and all you got to do is stop eating that trash. But you don't. They not gonna tell you that, because the pills they handing to you, they gonna tell you you gotta take these for a lifetime. I mean, and I'm gonna get off with this one. I remember when I was leaving the Midwest, going out west, I started going to the doctor. The doctor was like, "Man, your cholesterol is crazy." And I'm like, "My cholesterol is crazy? What you mean?" They're like, "You know what? You're gonna have to take these cholesterol pills for the rest of your life." And I'm like, "What?" So I got the prescription for the cholesterol pills. I go to the pharmacy. The pharmacy say the cholesterol pills is $135. That's your copay. $135? Are you crazy? So I'm like, going to do my research. Hold on, I ain't been to take this. But I did take them a couple times. They would make me sluggish, slow, ED, erectile dysfunction, all these different type of symptoms. I'm like, man, what's going on? I can't even get right. So I'm like, okay. So I do my research. Boom. Come to find out, all I had to do is start to exercise and stop eating fatty foods and stop eating saturated fats. And I did that. And guess what? I haven't had any cholesterol problems for a long. My cholesterol is straight normal now. And I ain't take no pills. They would have had me taking them pills, breaking down my kidneys, breaking down my liver with these crazy pills. And all I had to do was start eating right. Now I'm perfect. I ain't got no sugar, ain't got no cholesterol. You know what I'm saying? Thank God though, because I started running. And that's another thing. And I'm gonna get up off this live. Y'all gotta start running too. Y'all have to start running. Running flushes the flush of the body. It takes everything that's from your toes to your fingertips. It switches around. It's like taking a soda or something and shaking it up. You know what I'm saying? When you running, you shaking up the soda. You know what I'm saying? And everything, once you settle back down, your liver and your kidneys start working on that and start flushing all that down. All that and getting out of there. When you go use the bathroom, you go, you know what I'm saying, urinate or defecate or whatever the case may be, it's getting it out of there. And then your skin start looking like, you know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. And then, you know what I'm saying, you'll never experience erectile dysfunction or none of that. Like, you'll have to control yourself and your energy will be on the next level. You know what I'm saying? I just came off a run. So you see how my energy level is. You might think I'm on something. I'm 100% nothing. I'm on nothing but air. You know what I'm saying? I'm on air. You feel me? I'm on a high because I know that with Pluto moving, I know it's my time. I realize, and with certain and with some of my family members and stuff passing away, I understand this is not a game no more. This is not a game no more. You know what I'm saying? We have to take our life serious. RIP love to all my loved ones, the ones that's locked up, everything. We have to take our life serious. Black men, black women, white people, whoever the case may be, whoever want to, you know what I'm saying, follow. I'm not here to lead you in the wrong direction. And I ain't trying to have you follow, because that's a key word. You see, when somebody say follow me I want y'all to really pay attention. What is you following? Why is you following them? Where is they leading you? Because the most people that's doing the most ignorant, listen, my YouTube channel go down when they want me to, they send me emails every day talking about do this new dance. I'm not doing no dances. I'm gonna let y'all know. My thing is letting you know the truth. I'm gonna hit you with this frequency, and this frequency gonna travel through your ears and go down your spine, and you gonna understand this message. You dig what I'm saying? So with that, man, I'm gonna go and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody. The Hawk, I appreciate you. It's only going up from here. And I want everybody that's on the chat tonight, I want y'all to, you know what I'm saying, stay with me, man. Stick with me. You know what I mean? Stick with me, because we're building something here, and I think we getting ready to touch the world with what we doing. I want to, you know what I'm saying? We need some more Louis Farrakhan's. You know what I'm saying? We need some more of them. You know what I'm saying? Around. We need more than one. We need several. So if you sitting here listening to this, man, get on your line, man, and spread a word, man, a good word. You know what I'm saying? A good word. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, and I'm gonna leave off of this one. They thought Jesus was crazy, right? From what we hear. You know what I'm saying? They thought he was crazy. And he probably was. But you still talking about him to this day. So just think about what you can do if you really tap in. We don't even know how hard he tapped in. He really tapped in to be able to do the things, and you still talking and praying to him to this day. Think about that. J Mac, I'm out, man. Let's go. 2025 is our year, man. That's the beginning of the next wave. 22-year wave. Look it up about Pluto. Check that out, man. Let's go.